to Cranberry Furniture. I know we've not recorded for like 2 months. That's my fault. Um, I'm taking the blame.
I'm glad you said it. Glad you
Yeah,
said it. Thank you for the accountability.
yeah,
Everybody just needs to give it up for him having that accountability because a lot of y'all don't have accountability nowadays. But
it's crazy.
some of the good, you're one of the good ones with the accountability.
Thanks. I appreciate it. Um, but yeah, it's almost Christmas. Crazy. Um, what are you doing
It
for the
is.
holidays?
And today
Oh,
we have our Christmas outfits, and I can't wear it because I have headphones, but also I have like pajamas and stuff. And what are you wearing, Liam? Oh, oh.
um,
So you just came to the Christmas episode unprepared.
um, I have to put on my Christmas
Mm.
pajamas. I'll
No,
put
no,
them
you don't
on
have to
right
do it.
now.
Actually, I only did. No, no, you don't have to because I kind of just did this. Just I wanted a reaction out of you.
Oh, okay. So wait, was this planned? You said this though.
No, I mean like the joke was plain. This was just all a joke. But
Oh, you got me. So what are your Christmas plans, Christian?
so like my family, we usually do like Secret Santa, but this year we haven't put any names, and usually we would pull names by like on Thanksgiving, but we didn't do that. Like we missed Thanksgiving. Then I think next time we saw each other was for my graduation. Didn't do it then. Then we saw each other for my graduation party. Didn't do it then either. And I'm sure there's like 2 or 3 more times we saw each other. I mean, that we still didn't do it. And I doubt they did it today because my family saw each other, but I didn't. I wasn't there to see them.
So how the fuck are you supposed to do Secret Santa? Christmas is like
It's a secret.
this week.
Yeah, but I don't think we're doing that. But we do we do stocking stuffers. So I think that's like the only thing really good.
That's cool. Well,
Stocking stuffers actually is fun. Oh, I was just saying stocking stuffers is really fun. It actually is fun because like um you don't have to buy like an actual gift. It can just be like put candy in
candy.
it or like yeah, you can put anything in it. So
That's
I
true.
recommend stocking stuffers.
Mhm.
What are you doing?
Well, for the holidays, I am visiting my family. So I got to my mom's on Friday, and I was
Oh,
supposed
and that's
to.
why we're doing it on Discord. I was
Oh,
saying that's why we're doing it on Discord and not.
yeah, yeah. Um, so as I was saying, um, uh, got to my mom's on Friday, and oh, you're kind of like lagging. Not lagging, but like camera's not giving right now. Okay, it fixed itself. Anyway, um, I had two like I had a connecting flight, and my original flight got delayed, and it was delayed to where I would miss my connecting flight, and so American Airlines automatically rebooked my connecting flight, but they rebooked it to the next day, and I kind of really didn't have a choice, so I had to spend the night in Dallas, which not cool because I was just expecting to get here, Thursday night. Um, so then had to sleep in Dallas. Wasn't really anticipating that. I didn't have anything. I didn't have my clothes. I only had my backpack, which has my electronics. Yeah,
Oh,
because I checked in my bag.
dang.
So I didn't have my clothes. I didn't have my like uh toothbrush or anything. Luckily, um, my mom did get me a hotel room, which I wasn't expecting. I thought she was just gonna say like, "You got that." Um, but at the hotel front desk, they did have toothbrushes and toothpaste, so I did use that. But I had to rewear my clothes after showering, which I didn't really like doing. And then woke up for the flight
I'm
the
not gonna
next
lie.
day.
I would have. I'm not buying no hotel toothbrush and toothpaste because I know it's just like twice as much as it should be. So I just wouldn't do that personally.
They gave it to me.
Oh, okay, never
I
mind.
mean, unless they put a charge on the room, like she was just like, "Do you need it?" I was like, "Yeah," and she wasn't like, "Okay, it's gonna cost this much." So, like, hopefully that wasn't
But
like a
your mom was
cost.
paying for it anyway, so
Yeah, but I had to put my card on the like
oh,
she paid for it, but I had to put my card for like the incidentals. So, hmm, we'll see what my credit card statement has to say. Um, but yeah, I got
at least
here
you're in Las Vegas now.
not in Las Vegas. Um,
Oh,
but
you're in Nevada and not in Las Vegas.
yeah, Nevada's actually bigger than Las Vegas. Las Vegas is like just a portion of Nevada.
What else is there besides Las Vegas and deserts?
The mountains, the Sierra Nevada mountains. Ever heard of it?
The Grand Canyon.
I think that's Arizona. Oh,
Um,
what now? Um,
same state, same thing.
so then
There, all those states around that area is just same thing, different fonts.
have fun explaining that to California. Um, so then I got here Friday and I wanted to just, go home and take a nap. But then my mom was like, "Oh, I have this appointment I have to go to." I'm like, "Okay." So then after the appointment, we went to the grocery store. I'm like, "Okay." And we kept going to different stores. And I was helping my mom film a video for her work at nighttime. Well, not nighttime, like at like evening. And so I was like, I'm really banking on this nap between me landing and going to film. But there ended up being not enough time. So like we literally got back and immediately went to her workplace and filmed a video for like 2 hours. The video filming went good though, I'd say, but tired. But anyway, I'm here with my mom until Christmas Eve, and then uh, I will go to my dad and spend Christmas with my dad. Um, my parents are divorced, by the way. And um, yeah, after Christmas, I'll spend a few more days there, and then I'll come
If your
back.
parents aren't diverse, do you even have parents?
Right? He said divorced wrong, by the way.
Go on with your story.
No, that was it. We're just gonna draw attention to what you said.
You don't have to. You don't have to.
Um, but yeah, that's all I'm doing for the holidays.
Period.
Period.
I did buy myself my own Christmas present.
Do I know what it is?
No. How would you know what it? I never said anything about what I wanted.
We talked about you either buying a headset or it was either new headphones or a mic. That's what it was. Something like that. I think it's the two that you were debating between.
It's crazy. Well, yeah, yeah.
So wait, is that it?
I don't know. I don't know. It's a Christmas present. I don't know what it is. Santa wrapped it.
Um, so then, okay, nice. Um, I was gonna get myself a computer for Christmas, and then Best Buy ran out. So I'm like, well, maybe that's a sign I shouldn't buy it yet. So then I haven't bought it, but I want to get
Why
one.
do you need another computer?
Um, because I want to have a setup in my room that's designated for computer area. It would be
So like
like
a
where the
desktop
couch is.
computer.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. I was gonna get the Mac Mini. It's like a square.
They're all squares. But you should do that.
I want to, and eventually I will, but we'll see.
They're expensive though.
Yeah, that's also why, that's also why, Best Buy being out of it, I was like, okay, maybe the world's trying to tell me you need to save that money for something else. Maybe you're gonna need it. So I'll take it as a
We
sign.
need all the people to convince Liam to build his own PC.
Oh, that's for those kind of people that do that.
What
Not
are
me.
those kind of people?
The
What are those
nerds.
kind of people?
I have
Oh,
respect for them, and
speaking of nerds, actually, we're gonna transition to speaking of nerds. Liam is actually a nerd, and I converted him into a nerd because now he can't get off of Skate 3.
oh, oh. So as I was saying, um,
Oh,
we can come back to that, but I wasn't finished. Thanks. I don't even know what I was saying. Oh, respect for the people that know how to build PCs. I don't have the patience or the knowledge to do that. So building a PC is like a very cool thing. Just it's not something that I can do.
I think you
But
do
yeah,
actually.
what do you mean?
You actually can because it's. I feel like it's no different than putting together like the stuff for your camera when it's time to film stuff.
I feel like it's different because the camera's
It's
already
not. You're
built.
just putting the
The
screws.
camera's already built. Oh,
But
what now?
okay, but you're. But it's the stuff that you know what I'm talking about. See, that's the thing he kind of does. He makes fun of me because I don't know how the camera turn, and he just like he's making fun of me in his head right now. Move on to the next topic because you're gonna piss me off.
So yeah, I have been converted. I play Baldur's Gate 3. Christian put me on more specifically. I've been having a lot of fun. The more I played, the more I realized how bad I am at video games. Um, and Baldur's Gate 3 in particular. Um, However, I started a Twitch account and have been live streaming it. Um, Shout out Flavored Cranberry, whoever that is. Don't know who that is, but you know. And then
Link in description.
what? Um, and then um, don't look at me like that. Oh my
But why'd
goodness.
you act like that?
Because I didn't think I was gonna be
What is
allowed
wrong
to.
with you? Keep talking, man.
So, uh,
You better cut this thing short.
no, Christmas. Um, I don't even know what I'm saying. Oh, I've been live streaming on Twitch, Baldur's Gate 3, more specifically. Um, it's a little hard. Well, it's not hard. I think I just keep running into technical difficulties every time. Um,
It is hard. But like it's I don't even know because like I think the first act is gonna be hard regardless. Cause like well, I think for you it's gonna be hard because like you're just kind of starting out, so like you don't really know how to stuff like that, and
and like Zell running away.
that's crazy. Like Zelda didn't run away from me. She wanted me actually. She told me what to do, and I did it.
Chill. Um,
Ew, that's kind of racist.
what is?
Wait, what'd you say?
I said chill.
Oh, they say ew.
No, I said chill. Because I know what you were saying. I know what you were talking about.
um, yeah, but yeah,
Yeah. So, yeah. Um, for instance, how bad I am at video games. Um, my past two streams, like, so the not the last one, but the second to last one, I played, and then I ended at a spot, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna stop at this door because I think that's the next place I need to be at in my next stream. I'll pick up from here. So I ended it there, and then my most previous stream, I went through the door, and I kept failing, basically. I couldn't get the fights right, couldn't get the dialogue right. And then I was getting frustrated because I kept having to redo it. And by the end of the stream, I was like, okay, I'm kind of rage quitting right now. Um, and by the end of the stream, I was literally back at the door that I started the stream on. So I accomplished nothing in that
Crazy.
hour. It's crazy. And then Christian
That's crazy.
took over. You can take you can keep
I
talking.
don't even remember what part you're talking about.
After I quit, and you're
I
like,
don't know which.
oh, so
Oh, wait. Okay. I thought.
hmm,
Wait, go ahead. I know what we're talking about.
Christian was like, so Christian had taken a call because Christian and I were in the stream together. Um, and Christian had taken a call, so he ended his call and he came back. He was like, so where's the game? I was like, I rage quit. He's like, oh, okay. He's like, well, let's keep playing. I was like, okay. So then we didn't stream that part, but I handed Christian the controller and he got through that part in like 3 minutes. I was like, oh, so it's just me then. Um, so that pissed me off,
Wait,
but I was happy.
was it? So it was. You're talking about like the fight with the wolves and in the
Yeah.
other Githyanki, right?
Mhm.
Oh yeah. He just kept choosing the wrong dialogue option, and I just talked my way out of it.
Yeah.
I don't even remember if I talked my way out of it in my playthrough, because I think I was kind of doing the same thing as you, just like I kept retrying it. So I don't even remember. And like, so actually, that's the thing in like the uh in parts of like the gaming community when like you just what's called save scumming, when like you save at a certain point and then just reload back to that point if you don't like the outcome of it. So like some people look down on you if you do that.
I gotcha.
But
I
I don't
gotcha.
care because it's my game.
Oh, period. Um,
My game, so
I
I'm
didn't
gonna do what
know.
I want.
One, I didn't know there was a term for that, and two, I didn't realize people like were gonna shun me for that. Luckily, nobody said anything because nobody watches. Um, so there's that.
He got one streamer. I mean, not one viewer.
I did. So that was cool.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but you were
yeah.
scared to tell them that you're from Atlanta.
Well, I don't want. Guess it's out in the open now.
I mean, like that's how you connect to your viewers.
I don't know. There's creepers out there. They just came on the stream. I don't know. The
You gotta get through
creepers.
that.
Hey,
I
screw
was just gonna
everything and
say
break
something.
everything. Huh? Oh,
I was gonna say something. I forgot. Oh, actually, gamers will get mad at you. Gamers will get mad at you for anything.
for that.
Yeah, some will if like the losers, because like most people don't care. Plus, it's like I'm doing it because first of all, it's my game. Second of all, my first playthrough, I just started playing the game. Third of all, I don't know anything about safe scumming. Fourth of all, I don't care anything about. I don't care what anybody does about that. Why would I care? You know?
Yeah. I have a question. When you're like, like right now we're on Discord. When you're on like a video call and you're talking, are you looking at yourself or are you looking at the other person?
Both.
I look at
I
myself.
look back and forth.
Like I'm just looking at myself talking.
So when I'm talking, do you look at me or?
Then it's both.
So when I'm talking, you go back and forth.
Hmm.
He's a narcissist,
Yeah.
and this has been proven. He only dates people that look like him.
Oh. Um, let's calm down. I will say, um, my friend, she sent me. My friend is on Tinder, so she sent me a screenshot of someone, not even someone she matched, but someone just on her like feed or whatever. And it was the like it was a picture, right? And so the person on there was like, oh, like he's thinking like, oh, like he's cute, like she should, swipe. So then I'm about to start typing hashtag need that. Um, and then I read what she said after the screenshot, and it was like, this person looks like a bootleg version of you. I was like, oh. Um, so I had to say, hate that I was about to say hashtag need that. Like before I read what you said, that this person looks like me. So I am a narcissist, by the way.
Hmm.
It's crazy. It's crazy.
Only thinks about himself, doesn't care about anybody else. It's crazy.
I care about you.
So I've like heard a lot of people say that they don't know how to like spell my name because of my Instagram handle and like how I spell my name on my Instagram handle. And okay,
Coffee.
ew. Okay, so I created my Instagram handle in like I don't even know, like 2017 or 2018 or something. I just did it in high school. And the way I spelled my name, I just sounded it out. So I sounded it out and just used letters. So it would be less letters than my actual name, if you know what I mean.
So is that what you would put on like your papers and stuff?
Oh, pictures.
You're saying this is when you were a kid? Like you would sound it out?
In high school.
Oh, in high school.
Like I would just, I didn't know what to make my Instagram handle. So I was just like, I'm just going to use my name. I'm just going to use different letters to make my name. So like, Kerr, like CHR, just KR, you know?
So you weren't on Instagram until high school?
No, I was on Instagram before then.
Oh,
I just changed.
you were just changing. Okay, 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 okay.
Yeah. So yeah. So then it was like that for like, I don't know, 5 years. And then I don't think nothing of it. And then I would just make that the same handle as like all my other social media. So then I didn't realize this was a thing until like 2 years ago that people didn't know how to spell my name because of my Instagram handle. Like they would see my Instagram before they would see my name spelled out. So then they were like, "Oh, that's how you spell his name." And then I was thinking, have you ever seen anybody named Christian spelled like that? Kind of weird to me. Well, I don't want to talk crap, but
Because what if
anyways,
somebody spells their name like that
um,
though? That's the thing.
I think some people do because I have looked it up on like social media, and some people have that name. Shout out to them though. But anyways, I didn't tell you this, but like last week or the week before, Sean was spelling my name and he put a K instead of C8.
Oh, I saw that.
And I was like,
And I even told them how to
this.
spell it right. I told them how to spell it right. So I don't know why. Like I was
I,
literally like, no, like that's just his Instagram. That's not how it's spelled.
I'm like, this really messed up people and their perception of me. And it's crazy. I didn't think it was gonna do that. Like one little thing I did in high school.
That's funny. When I
Honestly,
first
I'm
met
thinking about
you,
changing my name to that.
when I first met you, um, when I first met you, sorry,
Mm-hmm.
uh, that's how I thought your name was spelled because I don't know if you gave me Instagram or I just found you. Um, I think I don't think you gave it to me. I think either people were like putting it somewhere or like I was just trying to find people that were on set and like following them or like just I think in the film club. I don't know. But I saw your name and I was like, oh, he spells his name like that. So in my head it was like that until I was told otherwise by you at some point.
It's really crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy.
And then I feel like it doesn't do me any justice when I say I'm not a liar like that because then it's kind of like, oh, so why does everybody think your name is spelled differently than what it actually is? I was just living, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Um,
Um,
well, people know how to spell my name because it's spelled how it's
it's 4 letters.
spelled.
It's 4 letters. It's 4 letters.
Brian
Anybody
calls
above the
me
age of 3 can do it.
Brian calls me Liam every time. He's like Liam. Other people have said my name correctly in front of him, and he still says
It-
Liam. Oh, Liam's here.
Like,
No one
does he
goes
do it
by
like as
Lee.
a joke or?
I don't like. I think that's what he thinks my name is, like Liam. I know. Like, okay.
It's crazy.
Brian's my boss, by the
Okay, so
way.
I have a question.
Sorry.
I have a question for you and the audience. And this was a question that I came up with like a month ago because we haven't done a podcast in like over a month. Um, would you rather be a third wheel or a fifth wheel?
I think a fifth wheel. Um,
Why?
because at least if two people are with each other, then like there's only those two people. But then you have the other additional couple to maybe talk to if they're not doing anything.
Yeah, that was my logic too. Um, but imagine being a seventh wheel. Imagine that. Whoa. Well, I wouldn't wish that upon anybody. I wouldn't wish that upon anybody. I would rather have you die than be a seventh wheel. Because on Halloween, actually, I was a seventh wheel. And it was, I didn't even realize this until like 2 hours later when I was looking around. Because, like, we were watching Shrek Forever After. And first of all, I was kind of getting mad because nobody knew that there was a fourth Shrek movie. And I'm like, where have y'all been for like 15 years? I feel like that's common knowledge. And then they didn't even know that there was going to be a fifth Shrek movie. Where are y'all at?
Well, I feel like after a certain point, like you just think movies are there's no more, you know, right? Is that crazy? I
No.
said I'm crazy.
Yes. Yes, actually. Yeah, yes, it is crazy. It is crazy.
Cause
Because, like,
like,
how would you not hear about the fourth one if you saw the first three? Have
well,
you
what if
seen the
I didn't
first
see
three?
the first three? I think I've seen the first two.
See,
Ew.
so you skipped over the third one.
I wasn't really watching the fourth one anyway. Like I came in like the second half. By the way.
You were there the whole time.
Hmm.
Oh no, you did leave to go take a shower.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I'm. You know, like, let's get back to the story because I'm gonna speak on that part too. Because we're not okay. So it's Halloween, and like I said, 2 months. This is a story 2 months in the making. Um, he invites me over last minute. I'll say two. He invites me over like an hour before I actually got there. Um, so I get there and then he lives with his boyfriend. That's one couple. Then there's two other roommates and they're a couple. So that's me. That's me being a fifth wheel already. And then two more people come. And guess what? They're a couple. Wait, wait.
You got it.
Yeah. So you and then her. I mean them two. Then wait. Yeah. So I'm the seventh wheel. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't remember where I was. Yeah, but yeah, I didn't even realize this until like halfway through the movie. It was actually towards the end of the movie. I get off my phone, I'm looking around. Everybody, all the couples are sitting together. And then I'm on the couch by myself. Nobody is next to me. Nobody's next to me except for a cat. And then I'm like, yeah, time to go. It's time for me to go. So then I text Liam. I had to go get something from my car. I didn't come back. I left.
We're all like, "Where's Christian? Where's Christian?" And I'm like, "Oh yeah, he just said he's gonna get something
Gone.
from his car."
On the highway.
And
Christian is
then
on the highway.
and then like 5 minutes later, like, "Is Christian okay?" I was like, "Maybe he left." And then I check my phone. You're gone. I'm like, "Oh, okay." Couldn't say
Yeah.
thanks for inviting me over. Uh, you know,
And also, he left for like 45 minutes to go take a shower. So, like, what am I doing here? And there were no
Celebrating
alcohol. Like, where
Halloween.
was the alcohol?
We had Jello
Where was the
shots.
alcohol at? No, I did have a little bit more. It wasn't it like kind of nasty.
It was like,
It wasn't
I mean, I
nasty,
don't think I've
not
had good
nasty, but
Jello
like
shots, so like I don't really know.
I don't think I have either.
So like, I
I
mean,
never
maybe
thought
they were
about that.
good for Jello shots. Maybe they're terrible. Like I don't. Like I mean, I've had worse, but I don't know if
I
they were
think they
good.
were. I think they were the best Jello shots because like some of the other ones I've had, it was like cheap
Like the store bought
alcohol.
ones are like really bad. Do you remember that?
Oh, we had to store.
Was that your party?
We had them on my birthday.
Yeah,
Yeah,
those were terrible. Oh my god.
I was the only one eating them. I'm because somebody had to eat it. Shit.
Yeah,
Um,
but I didn't fuck with
but
those.
yeah, but yeah, I'd rather be a fifth wheel.
Yeah.
A
Would you
seventh
rather
wheel,
be?
that's pushing it.
So would you rank it fifth wheel, third wheel, seventh wheel?
No, fifth wheel, then seventh, then third.
That's fair.
Actually, I would rather you be a seventh wheel than a third. So like fifth wheel, then seventh, then death, then third.
Hmm. That's real. Because when you're a third wheel, the fuck you gonna do? Nothing.
I was one of the last times I was a well.
Oh.
I need. Oh my god, I was a third wheel last. It was this year actually. Oh my god, I was a third wheel this year. We can't. I'm done.
No,
This
you
was the
got
last
that.
year.
You can keep talking.
Oh, you want me to elaborate? Um, I was a third wheel to my ex and her boyfriend. There, I said it. But you know, what was I? Oh man, I forgot what I was saying. I can't even move on. I don't remember what I was saying.
You can explain being a third wheel to your ex.
No, but you can tell me what I was saying. Um,
Oh, I mean, we were still just talking. You just said I've been a third wheel this year, and then you're like, oh, I've
oh,
been a
I was
third wheel
gonna.
this year.
Okay, I was a third wheel in high school to one of my friends and her boyfriend. But okay, the weird part wasn't that I was the third wheel. It was like okay, so like it kind of goes back to when you were like when you're a third wheel, what are you gonna do? So what I did, I could only interact with my friend's baby sister. So that's what I was.
That's painful.
Like I had
Hmm.
to watch her be on like the like you know those um like in the mall when it has like a train or whatever that just like you know what I'm talking about?
Oh, so you
Like
were at the
okay,
mall, and it was the kiddie train, and so you got to watch
yeah.
her at the kiddie train. Mm.
I don't even know what they were doing. Like, why am I watching your sister?
No, because come on,
High
not
school was a
as
bad
crazy.
time for me, man. I
Not as
like I need to stand up and I
stand up, man.
stand up.
So being a third wheel to your ex,
Yeah, that was a thing.
yeah, how was it?
Actually, I'm not gonna lie, it wasn't even that bad. I was still kind of doing my own thing because um we had went to like this Italian restaurant. I was eating like Italian, it wasn't that bad. Then we had went to this arcade. They were doing their thing. I was playing my games, having fun. I was winning. I got a Powerpuff Girl plushie.
You wait.
I did.
Yeah.
One day I'm gonna make you a third wheel.
Waiting, actually.
Oh, kind of ate
waiting
me up.
for one of these dates to go well. Waiting for a second one.
Oh, no day has gone wrong. I was kind of damn
I did the thing. I don't know if you caught that.
with me. Oh,
The thing. You could tell this story.
okay. Um, I I had a hookup one night. I'm not gonna elaborate on what app we met on. So this was like oh, it was this year. Oh my god, this was a long ass year. Um,
It was
was it
kind of
this year?
crazy. It was this year. It was.
It
It was like January.
dang, I started early. Um, so I picked him up from his house and brought him to my dorm because I was still living on campus. Oh, I shouldn't be talking. Um, so I brought him back to my dorm, and so it was like really it's like a 10-minute drive to his house, and but it took us like 15-20 minutes because we had to go to like the gas station because he needed some food, and that was kind of like where the red flags kind of started because it was kind of like he burped sometimes. And I'm like,
Like loud.
you're supposed to hide that. It was like it was not like a loud, but it was like or something. I don't know, but you gotta present yourself differently. First impressions. But
For
then
oh,
we get to the what what
for a hookup.
yeah. I mean, you can't just like be fully yourself. um,
Hmm.
but yeah, so we get to the elevator and I press the button, elevator close, and so I'm kind of like just face forward, and he's facing forward too. So then I kind of look over just to look at him real quick, and then he notices, and then he looks back at me, and he just says, "That was the biggest ick I ever seen." It's like because I can still see his face when he does.
Oh my
When you do
god.
that, I see his face. Whenever y'all do that, I see his face, and that's why I don't like it. Stop, because I'm gonna don't do it.
I won't. I won't. Chill. Right. Um, I remember Christian telling me that for the first time, and for like maybe 2 or 3 weeks, I would just randomly do it, and like just keep looking at him until he looked at me,
Me.
and he would get mad. But it was funny. Yeah. I hate it. I hate it. Ugh. We got you on
Wait, oh my
video
god,
doing
that is
that.
so. Oh my god.
Ah,
Yeah, I'm not gonna see me next year. Crazy.
please, 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 please. That was funny. Um, I can share.
Hey, that was my first breakup.
Oh my god, it was on a certain app, or like ever
Huh?
on the
Oh,
certain app,
well, both.
or
Both, actually. I think,
period. One time. No, I wasn't on the certain app that Christian is referring to. Um, but
yeah.
excuse me. Um, I had matched with somebody, and we were talking, or like just like chatting for like a while, and then I go meet him for the first time, and like it wasn't to hook up or anything. Um, like we were just like hanging out, and we had some wine, and he was like, since we've had someone, like, if you don't want to drive back tonight, like that's fine. You can like leave tomorrow morning. He was like, just know that I have to be up very early. So I'm like, okay, that's fine. So then I spent the night, and so keep in mind that night. Oh no, no, we had wine, and then we went to his friends, and we had more alcohol, and we played like drinking games. Like I was drunk. That was the whole thing. So anyway, I had like, not that I was like plastered or anything, but like there were certain things that I remembered about the night that like it was good that I paid attention to. Um, like basically like the entrances, and like I questioned him. I'm like, because he didn't lock his door. Like I was like, because we were walking out. I was like, you don't lock your door. He's like, oh, I lost my key. And keep in mind, this is like on his campus. So I'm like, you can't. And he's the RA. So I'm like, can't you just like get a new key?
Mm,
And he was like, well, the residents like they all like me, so like I don't like feel the need to. So I'm like, okay, but if you fuck with someone or you do something to someone, like someone could just walk in, take your stuff, and you live in a residence hall. Like there's people around at all times. Anyway, um, so then he's like, there's certain stuff like that, like I paid attention to. So anyway, here comes the next morning. It's like 6:30. Um, we're like getting dressed or whatever, and he's like, he didn't have a car. So he was gonna walk to where he had to be. I was like, I can just drop you off, because it's like I was like, you don't have to walk. He was like, oh, okay. So he's also like kind of rushing too, because he had to be there. So then we get in my car, we drive to the building that he needs to go to, and I'm like, this was fun, blah blah blah. It's like, yeah. So then he walks off, and then I drive forward. Um, and on this drive, like I was gonna play music because it's like we're just to like so it wasn't silent in the car. And like sometimes my car does this thing where like you have to reset the Bluetooth. Um, and so like I couldn't, like the Bluetooth wasn't popping up on my car, like the button. So I'm like, I guess I'll just do it later. Um, but anyways, it turned out the reason why the Bluetooth option wasn't coming is because I left my phone in his dorm. And so
I remember this. I remember that.
um I'm like, oh shoot. And so then I turn around. He's gone. Like he's already walked into the building. There was like four buildings in the area. Like I wouldn't even know which building to walk into. And like I can't text him to come back because I have my phone. So I'm like, oh my God. Like what do I don't even know what to do here. And like this was this was basically like my first time like going, maybe not my first time, but like first or second time like meeting someone like after like my relationship had ended. And so like I hadn't really been out to Atlanta like that. Um and so like I don't have my phone. I'm in an area I've never been before. Um so I'm like, what do I do here? Do I just like camp out and wait for him to be finished? And then he's gonna be like, why are you still here? Um and so I'm like, okay, well I did have my laptop with me. So I'm like, maybe like let me find somewhere that I could connect to Wi-Fi or something. Um, but then I was scared to like go too far and then not know how to get back. So, and it's not like he had a car to come get me, so it's like, yeah. So then I'm like, okay, I could wait by his apartment or like his dorm, like dorm building, but then it's all gonna be weird if I just come out the shadows. And then he'd be like, what are you doing here? And I'm like, oh, I forgot my phone. And he's be like that's scary. Like if someone were to do that, like I would be like, no, I'm not letting you in. Um, and so I'm like, damn. Like, and so I kind of just sat in the car for like 30 minutes trying to figure out what to do. So then after 30 minutes, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna just go get my phone. And so keep in mind, this is like a dorm. building, and so like to get in, you need like the key card. I didn't have the key card because I don't go to that school. Um, so I'm waiting by the door that I had parked at, like where you told me to park at the night before, and it was kind of like a side door, and so I'm in the closest parking spot, um, just waiting for someone to come out. But then I kind of think to myself like, damn, like one, this is a kind of far distance, and if I'm just standing out there waiting, like I don't want to draw attention to myself and then have to explain that I left my phone and then be like, who are you? Like you don't go here or leave. I'm like, I don't have my phone. What do I do? So from last night when we had gone out and stuff, I remembered, oh, there's a front entrance. So I walked to like the opposite side of the building, and then uh the the entrance had like kind of glass doors. I'm like, well, dang, I don't want to just like stand in front because people are just gonna see someone like lurking, and so I kind of have to like stand to the side. And so finally, after like maybe 10 minutes, two people walk out. So then I kind of just like speed walk over to the front door, and I'm like, oh, like thank you, like just acting like I was about to, use my key card to get inside. Um, and then now I'm in like the main lobby, and I think this is also a weekend, so I can't really like ask anyone for help because no one's at the front desk. So in the residence hall, there's also another because there's multiple residence halls within the building, so then you need to use your card again to get into the hall. Um, so at this point, I'm like trying to see if I can connect to the Wi-Fi um, of like the building, and so I bring up my laptop, um, and the Wi-Fi has like a password on it, so I can't even connect. But as I'm doing that, somebody. Oh, and the thing is, by the residence halls, um, so it's a glass door and a super super long hallway with like no door. So it's like if I'm just standing there and someone turns the corner of the hallway and they just see someone standing, like I personally would turn, like I would go another way. I wouldn't let them in. That's just me though. So I'm like I can't even stand here. So then uh I'm like waiting around the corner again on my laptop and I hear someone coming. And like I looked up so hard in the fact that this person was riding like an electric scooter and they had clicked the um the accessibility like door so like it would automatically open. And so I didn't even have to ask them to hold the door. Like I quickly grabbed everything. Like I didn't even put my laptop in my bag. I just grabbed my bag and my laptop and I just walked in. Um, and so I'm like, okay. And then I had to remember like where to go from there because I'd only walked through there like basically drunk. Um, and so like I kind of had to like recount like,
That's
okay, I remember
crazy.
turning here. It's crazy. I turn here, I turn here, and then I found his door because I found well there's multiple RAs within that hall too because I don't know why but I found his hall, I found his door, and because he said that he doesn't lock his door, I'm like, and I was with him earlier that morning. I was like, oh, so then I opened the door, I walked in, and I saw my phone on his dresser, and so I just quickly got my phone, I ran out, um and then I went back to my car and was like, wow, that was like Mission Impossible right there. I never told him that
No, I
happened.
was waiting to say you were probably like a secret agent sneaking into a dorm.
That's how I felt. Like it, like
That's crazy.
literally, it was crazy. Um, no, like,
And that's how easy it is to get on college campuses. Like, that's the
oh my
problem.
God, no, literally, and not my college. Like, I walked into his room. Like, come on. So if
Like
I can do it,
crazy.
someone else can do it.
And you were also lucky enough. You were also lucky enough to have the one hookup that just doesn't care enough to lock his door.
I know because if he did lock his door, then I'd be so screwed, so screwed. Um, because it's not like it's not, even if someone was at the front desk, I couldn't be like, oh, I live here, because then be like, I've never seen you before. Let me see your student ID. Fuck, I don't have one actually. Get out of here. Calling the police. So it's like the fact that it was the RA, the person who would probably be able to get a new key the fastest. didn't have one, didn't leave their door. So yeah, if you think you're safe, you're not. Anyone could break in if they really wanted to.
Don't scare him now. Relax.
I'm just
Oh my
saying.
goodness.
Imagine I
And then
had
you look
bad
directly in the
intentions.
camera too.
Imagine I had bad
You're not
intentions.
safe. You're not safe. I can come and get you anytime. That's how you make it. Dang.
Uh,
Kids are
uh,
watching.
uh. Kids should not be watching, personally.
Don't watch this. We just talked about hookup stories. Don't watch this.
Yeah. Um, but no, like, imagine I had bad intentions. Imagine, and the thing is, especially on his end, like you're gonna let someone you just met know you don't lock your door. Come on. Uh, I think that's a little odd. I personally wouldn't be letting someone know
Crazy.
that. It's crazy. So yeah, that's my crazy hookup story. I think I have more. I just
Well, I
can't
don't have
count
a
them.
crazy one.
Huh?
I don't have any crazy hookup stories, but just ones that give me the ick.
Period.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say something. I had work today.
How was work?
It was sucked, like always. So did you read the messages that I sent you?
From yesterday?
I hope you didn't
Oh.
from today. No, well, apparently not. Okay, so so I
You
haven't seen my
also
manager
text
for
my
like
other phone sometimes, like out of nowhere.
it's because I added your work phone to your contact. So I
I
think
know, but
whatever the last whatever the last thing you text me on is gonna send to that. I think that's how.
oh well, sometimes like you just text my work phone out of the blue, and then like I start responding to my work phone, but I'm like, why is he texting my work phone right now? Anyway,
I don't have any power over that. It's not my choice. I mean, I don't even know why you started texting me on your book because I didn't want you to. You started being weird about it because he just texted me one day out of nowhere while I was at work, being weird, and I didn't know whose number it was. Anyways, that wasn't the point. So I haven't seen my manager for like 2 weeks because he was like sick, and then same time he hasn't scheduled me for work. I've only worked like fucking for like 4 days in like 2 weeks. Um, anyways, so he comes back today, and I was like, oh my god, I don't want him to start saying something. I was supposed to leave at 4, so keep that in mind. I was supposed to leave at 4 o'clock. He comes in at like 2 o'clock maybe, and he starts making me do stuff because I was like, I can actually just leave in like 4 because like I'm almost done. But then he gets here, hey, do this, do that, do that. Oh my gosh. Also, so like, I don't know if I ever have I ever talked about my job on a podcast.
I
It's
think you
been two
did.
months, so who knows?
I think you
Um,
did.
so I work at a bar and I have to make like batches of drinks for the bartenders. So 2 drinks we haven't had to make this week because we didn't have the ingredients. And one of the drinks is like our most popular one. And it's also like the most time consuming one and the most annoying to make because we have to double strain it and we have to use like rose and grapefruit syrup. And there's like pulp from the grapefruit and there's like rose petals and the rose syrup. And it's like it's really hard to strain that. Your wrist gets really tired. And um so my manager gets here and we're
He's a
like,
bear
well,
bat,
I'm
by the
like,
way.
so that's not what I am. That's not what it's called. Don't tell those people that. Because oh my God, someone's gonna believe that. Someone's gonna believe that and they're gonna start commenting. Um he
Uh,
gets my manager gets here today and I'm telling him, yeah, we can't make these 2 drinks. And then he's like, and I'm like, because we don't have this ingredient and that ingredient. So then he goes back looking around for those ingredients. And then somehow he finds the ingredients, which I don't know how he found them because um my other coworker, he was working this week more than I was, and he said that the ingredients weren't there. So then I just kind of was like, okay, so we don't have those ingredients. So I'm going with the motion. I wasn't really gonna look. I'm not gonna look for something that somebody said wasn't there. So
Plug in my
my manager
laptop.
finds the ingredients. Oh, so
Oh,
should I wait?
yeah.
Well, I don't care. Oh,
Okay, you can keep
okay.
talking. No, it's fine.
We're just gonna no go.
You
Okay,
got it.
so my manager my manager gets there and he finds the ingredients somehow, or you could just well he's not actually. I was gonna tell him to unplug the headphones so you could hear. Anyways, my manager gets here, he finds the ingredients, and I'm like, I don't. How did you find them? If my other coworker couldn't, but whatever. So then he's like, start making those two drinks. So then, and this is like 3:30. So wait, why am I talking about this? This has nothing to do with what I wanted to get to. But I have to wait for Aline to get back so I can speak on it. But anyways, I can keep going with that part. So I make the drinks and I don't get done till like 5 o'clock. So after 5 o'clock, like 5:15 or whatever. So I had to stay like an extra hour and 15.
Damn.
Um, but yeah, that wasn't what I wanted to get to. Oh my goodness.
Crazy thing about all this is that. Oh, wait, I don't even think you can hear me. Hold on.
I can't hear you.
Oh. Um, I don't have an outlet by where I'm stationed right now. So like my whatever is like across the room. And like I have to hold my laptop now because I'm just like if I don't, it's gonna unplug itself.
Figure it out, man.
Oh.
Um, so I just told them the story, but I didn't really get to the point that I wanted to get to, or the part of the story I wanted to get to.
Hmm.
Like I told like a different story than what I actually wanted. But anyway, so one part of what happened when my manager was here today. So also two of the other bartenders were here. Well, they got there like 3:30 or whatever. Um, so I'm like doing whatever. I think I'm like washing dishes or whatever, and my manager and the bartenders they're talking while they're working, and the conversation gets to like there's a really low somehow the IQ has got like the average like IQ is like really low or is lowered now or whatever. So they were like, yeah, it's kind of crazy, and I was agreeing with them too because like yeah, people are getting more stupid and it's kind of weird. Like go on Twitter, every Twitter's like so annoying because everybody is so stupid on there. Oh my goodness. But yeah, I
Dang,
I
it's
was
not
like
called
yeah,
Twitter. Oh.
and look, there's another one right there, low IQ. Anyways, so
Oh.
I was like yeah, I feel like people have gotten dumber. But then uh, his example was, and look, people are taking gender study classes, and he was like, "What are you majoring in? Pronouns?" I'm like, okay, that's
Oh.
we kind of took a
Whoa.
we
Who
took a
said that?
turn. My manager,
Oh.
yeah, we kind of took a turn that wasn't fair. We didn't need to.
Yeah.
Um, so my reaction was, I was kind of like, I need to wait it out just to see like, am I the only one that's sensible
Hmm.
or what? But the other two bartenders they laughed. It was like so I
Oh.
was like okay, um,
So it's like that. Okay.
so it's like that.
Mm.
And my thing is like I'm not okay. I don't know everything about like gender studies, but I feel like okay. So I did look up what a gender studies major, what they like everything they go into, and pretty much like they pretty much just fight for everybody's rights. That's essentially what it is. And one of the bartenders was a woman and she was laughing. And I'm not saying women can't do whatever women can think what they want to do. They don't have to be like, gender studies, woohoo. But I think a gender studies major, they would just fight for your rights. But that's just me.
It's crazy. Mm.
It's crazy. Then the conversation went to like um something about Beyonce being with Diddy. Like my manager really thinks that everybody at the Diddy parties was in on it, including like Beyonce, everybody. And like he talked about it multiple times too. And I kind of want the conspiracy theories to give it a rest. Give it a
You don't
rest.
fuck
Like,
with the
can we
conspiracy
talk about
theories.
alcohol?
Yeah, this is
Like, we're
a
supposed to be
bar.
talking about alcohol and stuff. Like, what are we talking about?
Yeah, yeah, that's crazy.
Toxic workplaces. Oh, and then after the gender studies part, because I forgot there was another conversation that they had talked about. Because I had to go like downstairs and then come back, and then they were talking about COVID. So then this was another thing. I was like agreeing with the conversation at first because they were like one person said, "Oh, I had fun during COVID," like which I feel like we need to have like a distinction between COVID and the lockdown because those
Yeah,
kind of two different things.
yeah,
COVID, not fun. Nobody was having fun with COVID. I had COVID twice. It's not a fun thing. The lockdown, that was different. Lockdown was kind of fun because I started like dyeing shirts. That was a hobby for me for like a month for some reason. I don't
okay,
even know why
okay.
because I don't even do it anymore. I don't even do it anymore, but I just started dyeing shirts for some reason. Like, was when I died. You can't read the scene. Anyways, um, so yeah, the conversation was COVID was fun. Um, then the other bartender said he made a lot of money during COVID. Again, two different things. You have money during the lockdown. You didn't have money during COVID. COVID didn't like. Um, so then I was like, yeah. So now I was like, yeah. I kind of I the lockdown helped me through school in certain ways. That's what I would say. Um, actually,
Period.
I think I could say it because I graduated. Actually, we both graduated, so I could say the word if I wanted to, but I'm not going to because they could take it away. Um, so yeah, I was like, yeah, lockdown helped me through school, and then the conversation went to, yeah, mask and the lockdown and vaccines, all of that is useless. I'm like, okay,
Whoa,
so
whoa, 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 whoa.
what are we,
Let's take it
what are
back.
we doing? What are we doing? What are we doing? What are we doing here? Um,
I think there's a
so
certain
yeah,
point where you
that's
just need to exit their conversations. That's. I think that's what we're learning here.
like
I don't think these
everybody
are
has
people you
one
want to talk
sentence
to.
in a conversation.
Ugh,
Everybody has one sentence in a conversation, then I'm done with it. Because like somehow the second sentence they have, that's when it turns problematic.
it's crazy. It's crazy.
And then one of the bartenders was like, "Yeah, I didn't even get the vaccine." All right. And then they were like, "Math didn't do anything." 6 feet, 6 feet, because y'all not finna give me, y'all not finna give me this.
Yeah. Time to get a new job.
I'm trying to quit. I, man, you're telling me.
Oh my god, the available jobs want to kill me. Like, I'm looking. Mm, not rocking. Um, and what?
I don't even have nothing to say, man. Like LinkedIn fresh makes me so much. I don't even have nothing to say no more. It's
For
like
real?
LinkedIn won. LinkedIn won the battle.
Yeah. Um, and like sometimes, you know what? All the time, they have too many requirements to apply. I'm like, I don't need an. I swear to you, I do not need to know half of this to be able to do the job. That's just me though. I don't need to have done this because that's not even what the job description is. So why are you saying I need to know this, this, and that? Who's that helping? Because definitely not
Right
you.
here.
Um, and then also just like the available jobs, they're like lame. Like I don't want to do that. I don't want to do this. I don't want to do that. Next, 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 next. Um, like, and then I find a job. I found a job. I was like, oh, okay, I could do this. Pays really good. I do something like I make a reel for uh, submitting, and then as I go to the application, it's like, oh, we're not accepting people out of state or out of the city. Oh, okay. So I guess I'm not considered, even though I would do the job good. Um, I don't
They didn't even
understand
ask
why
if you
that's a
wanted
thing.
to move.
It's crazy. Um, and then I found another job. Okay, and then I found a good one. Um, and this is just on me, but it said like to apply through email, not through like the LinkedIn posting for whatever reason. So then I write the email, and I mean, did I use AI to write the email? Yes. So that's not what it's about, but the email was good. Um, I'm like, oh yeah, I've attached my resume and my reel. Um, and I click send, and then I get a notification saying, basically saying, your email says, quote, I have attached, but there's no files. Would you like to continue? Oh my God, idiot. Um, Me, the idiot. Because, like, imagine that wasn't a thing. And, like, thank God ChatGPT ChatGPT said, I have attached. Um, because if I had just sent that email and there was nothing, humiliating, so embarrassing. So basically, ChatGPT, AI, let's accept it because sometimes it has your back and you don't realize it until it counts. So
I
thanks,
use it
AI.
for my cover letters because I'm not. I use it for my cover letters because I don't care enough to express. I don't have excitement for your company. I'm not gonna lie. I don't.
I'm here
I
to
just want a
get
job.
a
I want money.
check.
I'm sorry.
I'm here for my check. Thanks. Like I'll
I've
do the
read.
job. I'll do it. I'll be good at it if I have the job. But like I'm here to collect a check. I'm not here because I want to be here. You know.
I'm not gonna suck you off. Like,
And that's what I
um,
no because my boss, he is a bootlicker. He's such a bootlicker. Um, and he tries to get me to be one. I'm like,
really?
no, like I'm not gonna do this. I'm not gonna do that. He's like, oh, would you want to be? He's like, would you want to be the host on a podcast? Not for the company. No. He was like, no, but like you do really good. I was like, I know I would, but I'm not a bootlicker of the company. And I was like, you're a bootlicker. I was like, you live and breathe the company, and you need to calm down because they don't care about you like that. Respectfully, it's crazy. Like
Hell,
he will be a bootlicker so much. It's crazy. And I like I need to like I have to keep him in
no.
check. I'm like, you're doing too much. You're doing too much. Plain and simple.
My coworker is also a bootlicker, and so one day, this was like in October, I think, October, November. Um, I come in after class at like 12 or whatever, and he's already there doing like the drinks and making them. And we get done with like all our stuff like around 4 o'clock, maybe before even then. And like we get done with everything. And well, okay, pause. So before that, he leaves at like maybe 3 o'clock. Yeah, he leaves at around like a little bit before 3 o'clock. So then as he's leaving, I'm wiping down the counter and he leaves. And because he got done with everything, and I was like, yeah, I can just take over whatever else we have to do, or until like 5 o'clock until I have to leave. So we actually get done with everything at like 3, and so I'm just kind of like there till 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock, or whatever. Whenever I have to get off, because like, what do you want me to do? Like, do you want me to just leave, or so then
Yeah.
I'm just sitting there, and some older guys come in and start talking to my manager, and I guess it's like business talk or whatever. I don't know, because they like, and I have to say they start touching the counter, and my manager starts making them drinks. It's some type of relationship, that they have where he wants to or whatever. So then 30, 45 minutes go by, they leave, my manager comes around. He's like, so what are you doing? I'm like, nothing. There's nothing much for me to do. So then he's like, so why are you still here? I'm like, I don't know. And he's like, so you just running up the clock, asshole. And he says asshole. I'm like, oh, yeah, I
Well, he
guess.
said asshole, and this is a
Then
coworker.
yeah, no, this is my manager.
Okay, okay, okay. I was gonna say like, hmm.
Um,
Now if a coworker
they,
said
I mean,
that,
that's even worse though. I feel like
well,
I'd
no,
rather
no,
have a
no. Okay,
coworker.
okay. I think it's bad in both situations for different reasons. Because your
Yeah,
boss should
nobody
not be
should be
calling you an
called an
asshole,
asshole in the workplace.
but if a coworker did it, like, why the fuck do you care? Why do you care? But
Also that,
as a
also
boss, you
that.
should not be saying that. Respect. It's never that serious, ever.
But
At
I,
work, at your job,
I
never.
will,
Sorry.
I will say sometimes the boss does. He does kind of like joke like that with people, but I don't know you like that. Don't call me. Don't. Um. So yeah, then he's like, and then there was like another bartender there, I think. So he was like, just talk to the bartender, see if there's anything else for you to do, and then you can. I do that. The bartender's just like, I mean, you can just give me this one drink from the back, but really that's it. So then I go get the drink, bring it back, then done. So I leave. Before I even get to my car, my manager puts me and my coworker into a group chat separate from like the actual work group chat. He puts us in our own little group chat and he's like, you guys didn't wash the dishes, you guys didn't wipe down
Oh
the
my god.
countertop, blah 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 blah. I'm like, I didn't say anything at first because you're doing too much. I don't respond to people that just do too much like that. And he started sending pictures too. And he
Oh,
like some of the glasses he sent pictures of. We didn't wash those because they were already on the counter, like prepared to be done with. So whoever washed them the day before didn't do it good. So it's not our fault. I'm not gonna just go through like every single dish glass
mhm.
and look to see if it's dirty or not. And then he's like, "You guys didn't wipe down the counter." And he takes pictures of like some spots on the counter where those guys that he was talking to were. So, and that's after I already wiped it down. So like again, I'm not gonna go back
Like, I'm not
over it.
waiting for you. I'm not waiting for
And
the people that you brought to leave.
no,
No, you
I'm not
got
doing
that
that. Sorry,
since you invited them.
sorry, not sorry.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Um, so like, and another reason why I didn't say anything at all at first was because like I wasn't gonna be like sorry or anything. I was just gonna stand up for myself. I'm just gonna just be like, actually I did all that. It's your kind of fault. It's kind of your fault for all of it anyways. But um, first my coworker was texting in at first, and he was being a bootlicker, saying, "Oh, sorry, won't happen again. My bad." I'm like, "What are you doing? Stand up. What are you doing?"
Stand up, man.
So then, um, so then I still do stand up for myself. I'm like, actually, I did wipe it down. I did do some of that stuff. Um, and that's really all I said. Because I wasn't gonna keep going with it. And then I think he was like, "Do better, guys," or whatever. So then my coworker was like, "Can't afford it, sir." And I'm like,
Yeah.
I didn't reply. I was just like, "Y'all disappoint me. Disgusted. That's what I am."
Yeah. Yeah.
Can't stand a bootlicker.
Your camera quality is like low key nice.
So is yours. I think yours is better. I think mine is just the lighting.
Maybe. Yeah.
How long have we been talking?
I don't know. I think it's time to. I think it's.
We've been talking for a good minute.
Yeah. Um. Should we just end it here? My mom
Yep.
is wondering why I'm taking so long. By the way.
I feel like we've been talking for like at least an hour and 20.
Yeah. I feel like it's close to 2 hours. Is that crazy? I don't know.
It probably will be.
The only thing is I hope that when I click stop recording, my laptop has the space.
Real.
We'll see, right? um.
Um,
Well.
so that was episode 2 of Cranberry Furniture. Merry Christmas. Rush.
Oh my God, this is only the second
Yeah.
episode. That's crazy. Um.
Yeah. Yeah.
Merry Christmas. Thank you for watching.
Took us 2 months to do the second episode. Isn't that crazy, guys? But I think this time we'll do better.
Yeah, and we'll talk about that in the next
Yeah.
episode. Yeah. Um. Okay. But thanks for watching. Bye.
Thanks for watching. Merry Christmas.